I do this without the microphone, folks. I do it without the microphone, man. Without the microphone, I can do without it. All right? Let's do this shit. Yafu Akiyeli Fula. He's better known by his stage name Yaki Kadafi. Was an American rapper and a founder and a member of the hip hop groups Outlaws, previously known as Dramacidal. Let's go into the early life. This is the story of Yafu Fula. He was born in the Bronx, New York City, on October 9th, 1977, to Sekua Dinga and Yasmin Fula, who was later can become Tupac's godmother and his assistant. When Fula was 4 years old, his father Sekua Dinga was arrested and imprisoned. He was raised by his mother and adopted her surname. Gaddafi's parents were both members of the Black Panther Party. Yasmin Fula and Tupac Shakur's mother, Afeni Shakur, were close friends, and Gaddafi and Tupac were friends until their respective deaths in 1996. Gaddafi had two daughters. Gaddafi had two daughters. We're jumping into the career of Yafu Fula. In 1994, Fula reconnected with his childhood friend Muta Napoleon Beale. Fula's mother Yasmin introduced Napoleon to Tupac Shakur, and she did introduce Napoleon to Tupac Shakur, and all three created the name Dramacidal. Fula, who's only 16 years old, took on the stage name Young Hollywood. The group appeared on Tupac's album. His it appeared on Tupac's album Me Against the World in 1995. Upon Tupac's release from prison, Fula met with him to sign with Death Row. He guest starred on on Tupac's double album All Eyes on Me. It's a double album. It's a double album, and he was featured. Fula was featured on three songs. Soon, Dramacidal became known as Outlaw Mortals, or just Outlaws, and Fula changed his stage name, to Yaki Kadafi. Well, he probably shed the young Hollywood gimmick. He shed the young Hollywood name. He doesn't want to be in that situation. But as that young Hollywood character, the young Hollywood character was, I think he just shed that name. I think he dumped it. Yes, and that's why I've been telling you. Fula changed his stage name to the name Yaki Kadafi after a Libyan leader named Muammar Muammar Gaddafi. Muammar Gaddafi. So he was let me tell you about Muammar Gaddafi. The guy was a Libyan leader. He's a leader in Libya. So let me tell you about this here. The Outlaws, they recorded frequently with Tupac. Throughout 1996, Fula also teamed with fellow Outlaws member Hussein Fatal to record uh, a material under the name Fatal and Felony. The name Fatal and Felony. So that name was already been heard. That had been unheard of. Then on September 13th, 1996, Tupac died after being shot multiple times in a drive-by shooting near the Las Vegas Strip. On September 7th, 1996, Gaddafi was in the car directly behind Tupac. The other car uh, was driven by Frank Wilbert Alexander. I think it was Frank Alexander. The other car was driven by the other car was driven by Frank Alexander. Rest in peace. He was a former Death Row Records security officer from 1995 to like I don't know 2000, so 90s to the 2000s. I think it was like from like 1995 to 2006. I did not know that he was a former bodyguard of Tupac. It was another car with Yaki Kadafi. The other guy was there was I think it was Castro, uh, Katari Cox, who had to be Tupac Shakur's cousin that was who was in the Outlaws. It was in the back seat. It was in the car with them. And Malcolm Greenridge, he was in the car with them as well. But let me explain it to you, man. Frank Alexander is not a law enforcement officer. Man was man used to be a man used to be a bodybuilder and a marine. Okay, a man used to be a bodybuilder and a marine. So much respect I had for people that's already in the game. You got to make sure you got to protect those people as far as your boss tells you to do. You got to do what you have to do to protect those people. Make sure they don't get shot. So we're going into some tragic shit that we want to let you know of. So we're going to the death, folks. When Snoop Dogg was way in New York, to go start doing some recordings with Biggie and I think it was I think it was after when it's after Tupac had died. Uh, Snoop went to Atlanta, Georgia, go visit Biggie. That was at the Omni Hotel. That's where And Snoop met up with Lil C's. You know, I think they made each other over a bowl of cereal, man. After a bowl of breakfast cereal. So they made each other after a bowl of cereal, and I did not know that he they made each other after a bowl of cereal, which I knew. This live stream, I had to let you know what happened. Snoop visited Biggie. Snoop visited Biggie in his hotel room in Atlanta, Georgia. Um, and Biggie was like hurt over the death of Tupac. Biggie was hurt. He was hurt over the death of Tupac. That part I did not even know of. Yeah, I tell you, Biggie was hurt. He was hurt. He was hurt over that dude, man. It wasn't a man who had to do ready who had to be doing Ready to Die album and then glamorizing glamorizing the criminal element and and you know and then robbery stick ups and sticking people up for their jewelry and their money and all that and glamorizing it was about it was about his friend who he had beef with. That's Tupac. It's about Tupac that passed away. He had died. He got killed in the drive-by shooting. But see one thing, Big ain't had no didn't have any justice for the emotions that he had. But he was showing those emotions to Snoop. He showed Snoop his emotions. But sometimes and Big did not even hide it. He just released those emotions. It hurt. It hurt him very badly. It cut him. So it was it was a bad time. It was bad for him to go through that. It was bad. But we know Snoop was already headed to New York by the time by the time this happened. By the time this happened, when Snoop was in New York, to go find go find Puff and go talk to him about what happened with Tupac. Yaki Kadafi. Yaki Kadafi ends up ends up found dead with a gunshot wound to the head in Orange, New Jersey. Snoop was in New York. Yaki Kadafi ends up getting shot and killed. in New Jersey. How sad can it be, man? Sad. It was honestly a tragedy. The one person that was hurt by Yafu Fuller or Yaki or one person who was hurt, main two people that was hurt by the death of Yaki Kadafi is his mother Yasmin Fuller and his father Sekou Odinga. His father Sekou Odinga. They both was hurt by their son's murder. But this is gonna be something I gotta let you people know of. It's gonna be the people on YouTube viewers. I'm gonna tell y'all a story that you're gonna cry over it. Gonna make you cry by reading this to you. With the death of all this death thing. On November 10th, 1996, Yafu Fuller, who's also known as Young Hollywood and Yaki Kadafi, was shot once. Yes, Fuller, who was known as Yaki Kadafi and Young Hollywood, was shot once in the head and died in Orange, New Jersey. The police found his body in the hallway of a friend's apartment building. Upon responding to a report of gunfire, he was 19 years old. Fellow Outlaws rapper Muta Napoleon Beale, whose cousin who had to be Rashad Roddy Beale, had killed Fuller, said in a 2017 interview that Beale had called the shooting accidental and turned himself in to police and claimed that he served 7 or 8 years in prison. Fuller's mother, Fuller's mother Yasmin, responded that his death was intentional, as Beale had threatened Fuller beforehand and claimed that Beale's family had also threatened witnesses. Fuller is buried at Glendale Cemetery in Bloomfield. Yeah, the tragedy was so real, bro. I couldn't be able to feel it. I can't be able to feel that shit. But that's how bad it went, man. Like shit. That's why Yasmin Fuller came out with a tell-all book that's based on her son's murder. Yeah, Valentino Kinlock, who was a YouTuber that I subscribe to. I've been in his chat some periods. 2021, I've been in his discretion TV chat like over 2021. You know, now I started returning to the chats and periods. I think it was last and this year. I returned to his chat to address everything, but it's all there. But the truth, I let that truth reveal and pull right out. That's all be it. That's all I'm meant to tell y'all people. It's all could have been told. All knowing it. So be it. So we got a bunch of we got soul albums that was in the discography mixed with this. Uh there's collaboration, there's some soul album that's called Sunrise by one. We got Star Rise, which is a posthumous album that he did with fellow Outlaws members. It was a posthumous album. Star Rise, I think was Yaki was in the picture. I mean, that was taken like '96 when Pac drove all the Outlaws with him. But that picture was taken like 1996, and they put it on the album cover. Star Rise. They've been out in 1999 since this with Tupac plus Outlaws. He was guest appeared on Me Against the World album, which was Tupac's final album that was from Out to the Gutter and Interscope. But so with the work that he did on the double album, uh, it was on All About You and When We Ride. Then the Don Illuminati uh Seventh Day Theory album that was under the name of Machiavelli. There's songs like Hail Mary and Just Like Daddy. The game related soundtrack. He was featured with Pac with Staring Through My Rear View. No, this before Staring Through My Rear View was already out. Made niggas. He was featured in that. I think it was featuring the Biggie impersonator and the Puffy impersonator. So they got featured on Hit 'Em Up and Two of America's Most Wanted, I think. But it ended up on the posthumous Greatest Hits album. It had Hail Mary in it. He was on Me Against the World song, and then he was on Hit 'Em Up, All About You. Then they got this. It had this. It got featured on Suge Knight. Suge Knight represents Chronic 2000. Who We Believe In. On the posthumous Until the End of Time album. It was a double album. You got MOB, Running on E. You Don't Have to Worry. These are three songs that's out. That's posthumous ones. That was in the better days. There's songs like Fuck 'Em All on the Better Days album. So there's a posthumous double album. It's got Fuck 'Em All. It got Fuck 'Em All. Late Night. Got Fame. There You Go. Who You Believe In. They don't give a fuck about us. So, these are songs that was already on the album. The Tupac Resurrection. They had featured Secrets of War. That was probably that was all featured in the album in the album. It got Steering Through My Rear View. That was the song that came from gang related. Came from gang related. Uh, Pac's Life. It was a single album. It was an album. It had songs like Don't Sleep, Soon as I Get Home, Don't Stop, and Untouchable. So it's all the songs it came from the album. So all the work is all the work has already been done throughout the '90s and the 2000s. Let's get back to my piece of shit laptop. And I'll get off this one. My arms itching, man. My arms itching. I can't even help it. Mom's itching, bro. I can't even help it. Well, that's about it. About to end the stream. Uh, I'll take a couple of days off from this. I might go do a live show based on Angela Lansbury. While I'm going back to that HP laptop that I'm gonna get on. I'm gonna go back to my HP laptop and we'll turn this off. I'll turn this one off. And we'll put it back in that box. Now that's gonna go to see you on the 16th.